us. We are in beautiful standard definition on that TV that I can see. Hopefully we're better off where you are. Okay, I am Brandon Walker. It is Pick Central, our daily gambling and bullshit show here on Barstool, mostly gambling. Joined by a veritable who's who of productive people around the office, starting with, to my left, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smitty is here. Hello, Smitty.
You didn't have to lead off with the backhandedness.
That wasn't backhanded at all.
Okay, the front-handedness.
Okay, that's a straight slap. So Smitty is here, and he is joined by his brother in productivity, Mr. Big Ev. Hello, Big Ev.
Hello, Brandon.
Good to see you. On the show that you're on every single day.
Every day, Monday
every
to Friday.
single day. There are many people that are not here every single day. You are not one of those people. So, to my right,
some of us are here on the show more than the people who are actually on the show.
Correct. Yes. Yes. I wouldn't say you're one of those people.
Well, I'm not officially on the show. I just do what I can.
Yeah. And to my right, the always fascinating Ben Mintz. Ben, I need to know something.
What do you need to know, Brandon?
You live in New York City, correct?
Kind of, yeah. Yes.
You absolutely live in New York City.
Yes.
And you spend almost every night watching online a concert of Fish, Widespread Panic, or somebody else, right?
Some version of the Grateful Dead.
What'd you watch last night?
Well, basically, last night I was streaming the Fish in Atlanta. But I had a huge weekend. I actually went and saw Joe Russo's Almost Dead on Friday and Saturday at New Haven. Got my soul cleansed. I'm good spirits today, Mr. Walker.
Did your soul need cleansing?
Always does. But, football season coming in a couple weeks, so got to get the music in these couple weeks before we're really busy.
Yeah, no, it's about to get really busy around here. Marty Mush is here today. I don't know what he's doing. He might have got pulled into a meeting. No, there he comes. He's walking in
blown
right
himself over Anthony Rizzo. Well, taking full credit for it.
Smitty said it, not me, Marty.
What did he say? If he was in the Phillies playing like he was this weekend, you wouldn't want to blow him?
What'd you say?
Whoa. I said Marty Mush was blowing himself over Anthony Rizzo.
Oh, I thought he was.
Oh, I am.
Yes.
No,
Wait, Big Ev, did you get mad that Smitty wouldn't suck Anthony Rizzo's dick?
I would.
Yeah, I would if he was playing like that and he won it.
Anthony Rizzo is saving this Yankees team.
He's the captain.
What he's done this weekend was more than any player has done than this entire year.
You're also playing the Marlins.
That's also an indictment on how shitty the Yankees actually are.
How they've
gonna
been.
kill me.
Things are different now.
He's going to kill me. Dan's going to kill me.
You know, he's upset with Marty.
I'm not
You've been
trolling
rubbing in
for
his face.
2 seconds. 2 seconds I'm not trolling. Why wouldn't they pick one person
What?
to sign?
Oh, the Cubs?
One.
Why did
I
they get rid of all of them?
understand, too,
Yeah.
you can't sign all of them. But one, like, your prospects you get prospects to be Chris Bryant. Why the fuck wouldn't you sign the 29-year-old who's already that?
Brian should have been the one they signed.
Wait a second, because they understand that you can't win unless you have an absolute defiant core, and why keep a player around just to kind of run out the clock when you can give him away for prospects in his prime?
But I think,
and I agree, they should have gotten more for Chris Bryant.
I think it's different with
That's to say
Rizzo
they're not
as
getting anyone.
the 31 and the back problems. I think Bryant, 29, got a lot of good years left. Like, you can still build a winning team with him being there. That's the point I guess I'm trying to make. Or at least Brian. Like, it makes sense. Like, obviously, I understand, like, you're on a fire sale, but they could have kept, like, a guy like Chris Bryant, like a bread guy. You could have kept him there.
They kept Jason Hayward.
I think, oh boy, I think there's plenty of time for baseball talk in a little bit. We got to talk about somebody that is not here today. Last week, I don't know if you guys saw it, Dave Portnoy. You guys know Dave. He tweeted several things last week that affect people in this room and not in this room. But the one he tweeted was, if Rico Bosco doesn't show up to Pick Central Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, he is hiring Jeff Nadeau on the spot, something like that. I might be paraphrasing a little bit, but he said that. Now, I think he tweeted that Thursday, or the Dave Portnoy show tweeted it. I got a text from Rico on Friday saying he would be here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of this week. So, as you can see, empty chair over here. Rico is not here. Now, this is out of my hands. I don't know what Dave's going to make of this. Rico is saying that he will be here 3 days this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but Dave originally said he has to be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There is his chair. There's his microphone. There are his headphones.
That's mean. That's so mean.
He's the slow zoom.
I'm sticking up for Rico. He's 3 days, just the wrong 3 days.
Okay. I again, whether you stick up for him or not, you have no say in this. I have no say in this. This is the arbitrary days that Dave came up with, right? Dave came up with these 3 days, and Rico is not here today. Does Dave allow the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to make up for it since it's the same amount of days? I don't know. That's up to Dave. We'll see where it goes. What do you guys think?
Just Big Cat's. He's gonna get. Oh, this is not good for Rico. I mean, Rico.
Who? What?
He's gonna start tweeting. I know he is. He said it. He's gonna start bringing it to attention. Do you think that you would try and do anything possible to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
I would certainly think if I had a deal with a company and the company said, especially the company head, the guy, the most out front guy said, be there Monday, I think I would need to pull some strings to get here Monday. But maybe Rico knows that he is allowed to do things that certain people are not. He's allowed to act ways that certain people are not allowed to act, and he thinks that just showing up on Tuesday is good enough. I don't know.
I would just like to put it out there on the record that I'm a writer.
So let's go ahead and put all that on the record right now. Smitty, are you a writer?
I am a writer.
Marty, are you a writer?
Huge rider.
Big Ev.
We still need to sit down. I've accepted the apology. I understand that I don't think it came from this dark, malicious place. I think we need to sit down to clear the air. Just for once.
Is he still on your team?
No.
So your ridership is pending right now.
Yes, it's pending.
Pending review.
Yep. We need to sit down. There was a due to do. We need to sit down.
Ben Mintz, are you a writer?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool.
Brandon Walker?
Oh, absolutely not. No, that motherfucker's crazy. That motherfucker. I'm not sucking his dick like y'all got. Y'all can all run train on his dick if you want to, not me. If he's here, I'll do work with him, and he's great. If he's not, okay, fine. But I'm not gonna suck his dick. All right. So we'll see what.
Say it one more time for the record.
I'm not gonna suck his dick. We'll see what Dave decides. If Dave decides that Monday, Wednesday, Friday is non-negotiable, or if Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is a suitable replacement. Did Rico text you?
No, he hasn't.
Well, what did you looked at your phone and said, "Oh no, Rico, what happened?"
Things are in motion. You know what? I'm staying out of it.
If you know information, give us information.
No, not me.
You know information.
I know nothing.
You've said it out loud.
Brandon Walker, I know nothing.
You've said it out loud, Marty.
I don't. I am just a rider that the guy needs to figure it out.
Can we all agree Marty said it out loud?
Somehow, though.
He said something along the lines of Big Cat is going to handle it via Twitter.
I just think that how does he always find himself in the spotlight? It's almost hard to do as many times as he does.
I mean, it's what he wants, right?
Rico?
Yeah.
No. He stresses the fuck out off of this stuff. I mean, phone calls I got this weekend?
How many?
At least 7.
7?
At least.
7.
Seven's a lot.
Well, I personally, if it were up to me to judge, and he does Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think that should be allowed to count as a 3-day week. He can't help what days he's needed elsewhere. So there you go. I would count it.
All right. Well, again, not up to you.
Will
Not
not
up to me.
suck his dick.
I just want it on the record, Smitty, that I will not suck Rico Bosco's dick. Will not do it.
If you keep saying you're not, people might start thinking the opposite. I don't know. I'm just saying. Just a piece of advice, Brandon.
I will not do it. I will
Okay.
very much not. All right, so a lot of sports this weekend. You've got the Olympics going on. The U.S. wins the Gold Cup in soccer. A crazy scene. Oh, did I just
Is there not
give me
something?
a hand?
Is there not something that needs to be said usually at the top of the show?
No.
You're right. There is something that needs to be said. You're right. So, because our competitions really haven't mattered in recent weeks, we are revamping the show. Nobody remembers who won June. Nobody remembers who won July. What we have to say. So we're going to have stakes this month between us, and maybe in subsequent months, people can bet on us on the sports book or maybe pick their favorite horse, something like that. We're just in the beginning stages of this idea. But $500 in Barstool Sportsbook app cash to the winner this week, this year, this month. Thank you.
For
August,
sure?
August, yes. $500 to get you started in some September gambling, some football gambling. What?
Yeah.
Wow, this is great.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
No belt, no trophy. We announced it on Friday. You just don't pay
Sorry, I
attention
didn't
at all.
watch the show Friday.
Yeah. So no trophy, no belt. $500 in your Barstool Sportsbook account for winning this month. You must. Here are the rules. Okay. No fewer than 3 picks a day. No more than 5 picks a day.
Okay.
Don't come in with a card that's especially late in the. Don't come in with a 13 play card.
What about on a college football Saturday?
We don't. We only have one this month, and it's not. It only has like 10 games.
Okay.
So
wait, we have a college football game?
August 28th.
Yeah.
Man, this is good stuff.
We got Nebraska, Illinois. We got Illinois. We got Hawaii, UCLA. Yeah, we have week 0 on August 28th.
It's not at Hawaii, right?
No, it's at UCLA.
UCLA, yeah.
First game should be at Hawaii.
Yeah, so we got all that. 3, no less than 3, no more than 5, straight 1-unit bets. Yeah, go ahead.
Loser. Have to do something because then
I think it's
there's
fair. Last place, yeah.
yeah, last place we have to have something because then you're just not going to care. Like you want to be in either the middle of the pack or first.
And it creates that other race for the bottom.
Yeah.
All right, well,
It's interesting no matter where you're at.
I think we can have a council meeting.
I think it should be a council
We
meeting.
can have a council meeting and we can figure it out together.
Maybe like the first place like decides their punishment.
No, that's rough.
that can get a little, yeah.
Well, there's
I
gotta
think we
be
need some
agreed
line.
upon.
I mean, we need some
But it has
boundaries.
they have to be predetermined punishments. Maybe give them 3 options. You can't just willy-nilly say, "Oh, I want them to."
Yeah, nothing crazy. Yeah, we'll figure
Suck
it
Rico
out.
Bosco's dick.
I would not do that.
By the end of this week, we will have a loser. So it's like early enough in the month where everyone has a chance.
Okay.
It can't be something like just so arbitrary. It can't be like, oh, if you lose, you get a hug or a wish. It needs to be something.
It'd be almost like
we'll figure it out. We'll figure
Like
it out.
I'd make you wear like Ole Miss shit, like that stuff.
Okay. So Ben,
And
why
also,
are you-
there was potentially a bump to 1,000.
Why-
You had mentioned for September.
yes. Why are you so close to me?
I don't know. You're right. I just
The
sat where the
chairs were
chair was.
touching.
I just sat where the chair was, man.
Also-
Where that other chair is?
Yeah, I was
Mincy, this guy?
What
Hamptons,
What now?
fucking
Billy
Connecticut.
Joel's house.
I mean, what's this? This guy's all over the place. How many friends do you go by yourself? Do you have friends everywhere?
I'm lucky because of my poker ties from back in the day that I have. I have connections like everywhere in the U.S.
Every time it's the best. Whenever you ask Mincy something, he's always got a tie somewhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. So
Yeah.
good for you. I don't have that any friends.
I went to
so
New Haven. Had a big time in New Haven this weekend.
Never been.
A couple more announcements. First of all, can we get the phone number on the board there? Phone number up 646-291-2437. You can call. You can talk college football. You can talk whatever you'd like to talk about. What's going on? Yeah, we're doing this. You moved it a quarter of an inch.
Hell, there you go.
It went back when he sat down.
All right, a couple more announcements. All right, so 500, and it could be bumped up to 1,000 for football season.
Ooh.
We'll see.
It's amazing.
Megan Making Money and Kelly in Vegas are both now involved in the race. They are.
No, that's just we're fucked.
We're adding in other gamblers. We've now got Megan Making Money, who I'm not concerned about. Kelly in Vegas, who I am very concerned about.
That's what I'm saying.
They are in the race to determine the winner. Smitty, would you like to be in the race?
I would love to be in the race. Absolutely.
Should
We're just making
We
this harder
do.
on ourselves.
Oh,
I mean-
mush, Ev. You mean to
We're
tell me
just
I
throwing
wouldn't
more
go
hats in
fucking-
the ring.
Hey.
No, it's
I'm not
fine.
saying I'm worried about
It's not about
Smitty.
just you.
It's just that I could barely win when it was 4. How are we gonna win when there's 8?
Be somebody.
I've
Why
been
did you go so thick on your New York accent there?
Got pissed.
I could barely win when there's 4.
I will throw out a Smitty money shot of the day every day. You're
Oh,
not
no,
gonna
no, no.
No joke.
You're right. Smitty's not in.
That gives me a PTSD when he sits down. He just gives me a glance. Goes, Smitty money shot of the day, and it's always a loser.
0-19 lifetime.
But I think competition's good. Kelly and Megan are part of the gambling team here, right? So
Yeah, well, they got it. They have to, but they have to. I mean,
they have to adhere by the
yeah, they
rules.
have to-
listen.
by the
Oh,
rules,
you
yes.
know what's good though? The picks have to be in at 10:30. That's 7:30 for Kelly.
Yeah, it's true.
They have to be. If she can do 10, I mean, I got to go later too.
Yeah, that's fair.
TJ, have you discussed them being in the run? Do they know they're in the running now?
Yeah, I sent them both DMs today. They're both interested.
Megan's also what, an hour?
Well, just an hour. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
she's-
the 10:30 thing is not. That's so I can make graphics.
I
for
know,
this,
but
this show that we're
We
on.
still have to pick. We are
Yeah, but
us
we have
making
to
our
put their-
picks
we have
that
to-
early.
We have to put their picks on the show.
I don't think there's gonna be any lines at 7:30 for some of these games.
If they're out for us,
they're out for-
they're out for them.
The lines aren't the sun. They don't
You're
sweep
right.
across the
I
country.
just forgot
That
what
was
time zones are.
We wish you could take that one back.
I'll let them know.
Okay. Well, do we have their picks for today?
Megan has a parlay. Kelly doesn't have any picks.
Okay. Well, now
This is the problem.
But see,
This
that's
is
part
gonna
of
be
it
a
too.
problem.
You got to give picks every day.
right.
and the 3 to 5 thing too.
You can't dip in. You can't dip
You
out.
can't just like not give picks for a couple days and be like, yeah, I'm
I
good on
think
the board.
I
today.
think they're out if they
It's not how
don't
we
do
play.
it tomorrow.
Like, for example, do we have Rico's picks today?
Yes.
No, I'm asking TJ.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Why would you know that?
He texted in
You
the
texted in the group
Oh,
chat.
did he? Okay. All right. A lot of sports, a lot of calls. See if anybody want to talk about something interesting. Yeah, let's grab a fucking NFL future. Let's see what Jack wants to say about NFL future. Jack, give me an NFL future.
What's up, guys? I heard you guys talking last week about somebody that had a pick on there that was a me thing, so this might be I'm a Detroit guy. But what do you guys think at 16-1, Stafford MVP this year with Sean McVay in that offense?
I like it.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it at all. I do think he's due a bump. I think he's been hiding in Detroit as a very good quarterback. Now he's going to have weapons he hasn't had. He's going to have support he hasn't had. He's going to have creativity he hasn't had. He's going to have everything he hasn't had. Plus, he'll be in bigger games. You know,
It's a lot more pressure for him this year.
And MVP might be a stretch, but 16-1. I mean,
at 16-1.
those are great odds. But his over/under, I think, is 5,100 yards, something around that. Take a look at it.
also,
Because they're going to be, especially with Akers out.
Yeah, but
they're
do you
gonna be
think?
chucking.
But do you think that like he only had all his yards because he was always chucking in with the Lions? Like he actually has. I know.
Well,
Akers
what is he going to be doing here?
I know Akers is out, but like they have.
but he's never won though.
I know. I know.
But if you look around, let's look at the other MVP favorites, right? Brady in the regular season was pretty good last year, but in the playoffs is when he took it to another level. I don't know if he's performing 17 weeks at an MVP level. Mahomes has offensive line issues. So that happened in the Super Bowl, and it could affect him this year. Does he stay healthy? Does Aaron Rodgers do it again when they're so upset at each other in Green Bay? Do they fight through that? Like, I think you could take all the guys that are heavy favorites and poke pretty good holes in them and say, well, it could be a long shot, like a Dak Prescott coming back, or a
You asshole.
yeah,
Yeah.
or he absolutely probably 16-1 as well, but or Stafford.
He's going to throw for 6,000 yards,
Yeah.
but they're probably going to be 6 and
11?
11.
No.
Yeah,
See, that's
The math.
that's
I don't have that
upsetting.
Mincy out math yet.
I'll say one thing on the Stafford thing. McVay is going to be so pumped to have Stafford this year too, because he's been making lemonade out of lemons with Jared Goff for years, and now he finally has a quarterback that can actually do all the stuff that he wants, and so he's going to want to show off his new toy.
And they don't need to air it out specifically in that offense. Like their Cooper Kupp's going to be open on like crossing routes with Robert Woods left and right. They're going to get yak off the sack. Quote that.
Attaboy.
Chiefs O-line is so good now, Brandon. No, it's not.
They got
I mean,
Kyle
They
Long.
traded for
You got hurt.
Yeah,
they traded for Orlando Brown. Which
We
is
got to
huge.
see though.
Eric Fisher's gone
It's
now.
all a little. It's plug. We're assuming it's plug and play.
Yeah, but playoffs notwithstanding last year, Andy Reid usually finds a way to make the offensive line work. Usually.
Okay. All right.
Wentz is out, like real
He's
out.
taking a rest
Indefinite.
right now, but I mean, I've never. When in football do you rest injuries that could be healed, quote unquote, by rehab, but probably need surgery, and it works out? Like, when does that happen?
No, I agree.
Especially with
It sounds hard.
Andy's on a new team too. I mean, he's missing out on all kinds of.
It sounds like
chemistry
in like 2 weeks they're going to say he needs surgery. And it's going to be a
Exactly.
problem.
Exactly.
Big problem.
Who did they sign? Hundley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Brett Hundley. Yeah.
There's got to be someone better than
Brett Hundley.
I mean,
Chad
that's more to be
Chad
like the
Kelly
third string.
available?
No, I know,
That's-
but there's got to be someone better.
A non-criminal.
Blake Bortles.
That's what I'm saying.
Free
I
agent.
feel like Brett Hundley signs with 5 teams a year.
He does.
Yeah.
Good for him.
What's Josh Allen MVP right now?
Good question. I think
it's
he's
gotta be
4th or
up there.
5th, maybe, or
It's gotta
second
be
or
up
third.
there.
If we have somebody to look at that, then we would know it.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, Ben Wentz is. Wentz is having surgery out 5 to 12 weeks. They just announced
They
it.
just announced it.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
All right.
And that's what the chat said.
Oh, yep. No, yep.
I,
Got the
I trust the
notification.
chat boys. Me and the chat boys are
There
in
you go.
good
That means
spirits right now.
he's going to come back.
Literally as the show started. Yep.
Most Eagles thing ever. They trade him away. Eagles get a conditional first-round pick if Wentz plays 70% of the snaps and they make the playoffs, or 75% of the snaps overall. He's going to come back like week 5, play 69% of the snaps, and win Super Bowl MVP.
Somebody says they are so behind on the news. Come on, guys. That was literally tweeted at 11:55, right when we start this show. It's not behind on the news. We're on a show.
Yeah, that's crazy that I just brought that up, and that's tough. It's all right though.
No, it's fine. So yeah, he's having surgery. So I assume that
Actually, good for both of you. You said it before even knowing that it was going to be surgery.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you
I
don't
know,
have
that's
an injury
good
that
credit.
that can be rehabbed, but is going to require surgery, and just try to work through it. Like, it doesn't happen. In the NFL.
that's a crazy window too. 5 to 12 weeks. That's
Yeah.
that's 7. That's almost 2
Yeah,
full
it's a
months.
massive window.
Big adjustment to AFC South odds to win it. Titans now minus 134 favorite. Colts plus 180. Jags 6-1.
Dude, 5 to 12 weeks, so he could be back week 4, week 5, though.
No. 5 weeks from
5
now.
weeks to be back like week 2.
Week
Week
1 or
3,
2.
Week 2.
But I was taking the ballpark 7, 8
It's
weeks.
5 to 12. It's gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta be 7.
Yeah, I don't know. 5 to 12 is crazy.
That is
I mean,
What a-
12 is
How
the
do you
end
go
of
from 5 to
October.
12. Yeah. It's a big difference.
They don't know
over
what's
2
going on with
months.
that guy's foot. They don't know what they're going to find in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, they might have to cut it off.
They're going to cut his
Do
foot off.
something.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Colts since Luck retired, just one thing after another with this quarterback.
Don't
there.
give me that shit with the Colts. You know why? I've been waiting as a Dolphins fan since Dan Marino retired, over 21 years to get a quarterback. We might not have it now. We might not. I don't know if we have it now or not with Tua.
I don't
But
think
the
you do.
Colts got to live having Peyton Manning in his prime, and they got a Super Bowl out of it. And then the second he decides or he falls off or gets hurt, they get the number 1 pick and they get Luck. So they got lucky to go from a franchise guy into a franchise guy.
Very true.
They need about 30 years of trash, of fight in the quarterback desert, like you guys are,
Yep.
like we are, like you guys might be.
Oh.
They need to. Whoa, you might be.
All right.
We have picks, Brandon.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but you're still in the
With capital.
quarterback. You could be in the quarterback desert. After Eli, you're
Big
in the
year.
post-Eli quarterback desert,
Big
possibly.
year. It's a big year.
But I'm saying if he's bad this year, we have the picks to go get another one next year.
Just wait till the
Yeah, but
Bears.
you're still
win.
chasing at that point.
Bears win 3 games this year. We'll have a great pick.
You're still chasing. That's all I'm saying. Also, who's in the draft next year that would, if you get,
Sam Howell.
you guys talking yourself into that?
I already have. The second we made the trade, I was like, all right, so if Daniel Jones is bad, we have 2 first-round picks. We're going to go get
We
Sam
go
Howell
Duke
next
to
year.
UNC.
What
we
I love about that is you still want this one best case scenario. You want Daniel Jones to be good,
For sure.
and if he comes in, you're not going to be all that sad. You're going to go, oh, he sucks, Sam Howell.
We're preparing.
Yep.
you.
He's just
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
swing around.
Well, the
Yeah.
worst thing possible is for him to be either mediocre or
Exactly.
just above
The worst
mediocre.
thing is that he's a game manager, and we sneak into the playoffs.
Oh, we're gonna be 9. We're gonna be 9 and 8.
I will
For
say
sure.
this: y'all got weapons now. Galladay, Tony,
Well, that's
Evan,
why-
Evan Ingram and Barkley. If they're
That's why
all
it's a
healthy,
real.
and Slayton's
That's
good
why
too.
it's a real
Evan
prove it
Ingram.
year. Yeah, he's not the first name I mentioned, but
He's
for
the
sure.
best. He's the best training camp guy in the world. Like he has some great
Oh.
highlights in training camp.
He'll-
Like holy shit, he's back.
The
He can
Giants
do
will post a couple clips this summer that'll go, oh my god,
it. Yeah, one
draft him in fantasy, this and that.
catch one ball. We're in the playoffs.
So lucky that we had our generational talent retired in the 3rd preseason game. No, that you had him at all. The Colts got lucky to have him at all. Like the Colts, again, you have one franchise quarterback and it's incredible, and then you get lucky that the timing you were able to get the second guy. So
AFC Championship participants, baby.
yeah, Andrew
Hang the banner.
Luck just retired and stayed retired, didn't he?
Smart man. Went to Stanford, knows what he wants, did it.
I kind of respect.
I
it.
just want to. I mean, Colts.
He hadn't really,
Colts
and
need
he's
a
kind of,
quarterback.
and Lux, he's gotten out of the public spotlight. I
Also-
mean, you never hear him.
Yeah, I don't think he has a
in-
phone.
You don't fuck around with shoulder injuries, like long term. Like if his shoulder was really giving that big of a problem, like poor bastard probably couldn't sleep at night for years. Of course he wouldn't.
I do think that Joey Molinaro's best impression is his Andrew Luck. It's really good. You ever seen that?
Yes.
No,
Where it's you've not seen that?
I haven't
Do
seen.
you
that
watch
one.
anything that happens at BarstoolSports.com?
I try.
Okay.
I haven't seen that one. I see his Coach O one.
He does coach OLI, does Saban a lot.
Yes.
Chris
Yeah.
Collinsworth a lot too.
He does Saban a lot.
But
And
Luck, like, good for him. Because even my friend was on the like preseason team once, and he would he eats and he would literally just have a flip phone. Like he really doesn't have that's a real Andrew Luck. He doesn't know what's going on in the world besides it was football, and that's it.
I like to think he's just reading the newspaper this morning, eating Cheerios.
Yeah.
But he's reading 3-day-old news. Oh, he's like this. Caleb Dressel's having a good Olympics.
Yes. Oh yeah. He gets such old news.
All right, Ben Mintz, hit that.
All right. Whether you're hustling for promotion, working on your golf swing, or just chilling with friends, Cuts Clothing keeps you feeling good and looking sharp. To mark 5 years of creating clothing that can be dressed up or down for anything, Cuts is having a month-long anniversary celebration. Get ready and stay ready for any occasion with clothes that combine classic designs, universally flattering fits, and next-level textile technology. GQ magazine calls a classic PYCA Pro Tri-Blend tee the only shirt worth wearing. Cuts hoodies feature specially developed Hyperloop French terry fabric, a material that's temperature-controlled and ageless. Join the celebration of this 5-year anniversary and get 15% off site-wide by going to cutsclothing.com/picks. That's cutsclothing.com/picks for 15% off and access to anniversary events all month long with Cuts Clothing.
Good ad read.
Thank you.
Good ad read, Ben Mintz.
Big F. I had no idea you didn't have a I thought that was a laptop the entire time.
It basically is. It's a screen with a fucking keyboard on it.
I'm Team Big Ev on this. I mean, he's got a fucking tablet.
It's queued up.
What I don't understand is why do you have that and not just a computer? Why not just have a computer at that point? You have the whole setup.
Because it was given me as a gift.
Fair enough.
But don't we get?
I was never given a laptop. So
Do they know that?
Probably not.
Believe me, I still have. You know whose laptop I have? I have
Yeah.
Texas laptop. It's still barely working.
But lots
Pete's
of
working on it.
probably incriminated evidence
The
towards
FBI.
like America as a whole. On
The
that
FBI
laptop.
might show up at my house one day.
Yeah.
And just a rough draft for the 10 hottest women in wheelchairs.
And really, what a blog. We can't even comment.
I was leaving it there. That was a one-liner.
I mean, you took it pretty good. That's funny.
It's funny.
Because that was his like ending blog that he was furious that they would not post it, and then he made his own WordPress just to post it.
Real quick, I gotta explain my weekend at the Hooters pageant.
Yes, please.
Joey. So I walked out with my parents. Joey Chestnut just recognized me, and I was like, "Oh, this is so cool!" Like Joey Chestnut, guy's a maniac. That guy, he was trying to tell me how he'll kiss me on the cheek and then try and kiss me on the mouth. He tried to kiss me on the mouth.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Joey
got a very
Chestnut
fast-
tried to make out with you.
He's got a
this
very
weekend.
fast mouth.
Yeah, fast mouth, and all like we're in
But
the
he
bar.
tried to explain that to you?
Like actually do it to me. Yeah, he tried doing that.
Can I back up a little bit? I just love the first part of this. You were at the Hooters pageant and you went there with your parents.
Yeah.
You're
My
a
parents live in
29-year-old
Orlando.
man, and you
27. Don't give me 2 more years.
27-year-old man. You went to the Hooters pageant with your parents.
Yes, it was awesome.
What a great Father's Day gift for your dad.
So then we're also at the bar, and I just turn around. Him and Tom Mullins are wrestling on the ground. Wrestling.
What?
Joey Chestnut and Tom Mullins are wrestling on the ground for like 10 minutes, and the bar people start being like, all right, like, what the fuck? We're going to kick them out. Caleb just goes up, they're just being boys. Don't worry, it's Joey Chestnut. Guy's just
Chestnut and
wrestling.
Mullins.
And Mullins. It's like, what the fuck? It was a wild weekend.
Mullins I love that kid. He's a wild bird.
Like, we were just sitting in an Uber, and Caleb
What a character.
Caleb goes, sometimes, and Joey Chestnut's right next to you. Sometimes you just got to sit back and be like, we're in an Uber with Joey Chestnut. What's going on?
Yeah, Joey Chestnut probably thinks he can do anything because he pretty much can.
The
He's
guy-
gonna stop Joey Chestnut for like minuscule stuff where like, it's weird, but
It's Joey
you're not
Chestnut.
gonna throw him out over it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he's one of the only men that when you walk into a bar, people start chanting USA.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure if Mike Eruzione walked into a bar,
I
Hacksaw
think
Jim
it's
Duggan.
Joey
Hacksaw
Chestnut,
Jim
Joey
Duggan, maybe,
Joey
too.
Chestnut, Eruzione, and Stu Feiner.
Yeah, that's it.
And Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That was a good one. Yeah, Joey Chestnut. Well, the fact that you and Joey Chestnut were together at all is incredible.
I know. I was me and Ryan Blaney, NASCAR guy, my friend now. It was
Hooters just brought in all the celebrities.
I mean, what a weekend. And they brought in some UFC guy. I forget his name, unfortunately.
Yeah, I saw on the poster Arlovsky.
Hysterical. He couldn't speak
Andrei
English, and he
Arlovsky,
was
yeah.
like trying, and he was just making fun of himself. It was great.
He was the heavyweight champ like way back in the day.
and then you had Biz, who was just lost.
This is my favorite. I don't know if you tweeted out or somebody else when Biz was rehearsing his lines.
I
Remember?
tweeted out, yeah. He was literally talking to himself what he was about to say while the other lady's talking.
Smitty Devontae Smith, MCL injury.
Sprained MCL,
2 to 3 weeks.
Hey, Ian Rappaport said nothing to worry about. So, of course, I'm going to trust someone who was once fired by David Portnoy.
Yeah. He said no cause for concern.
No cause for concern.
No cause
I
for
think
concern.
you want
He
that
married
to
a West
happen.
Point, Mississippi girl. He's fine.
You want that now. You don't want that in week 3.
I guess. It's.
Give him some rest. You know he's going to be good.
His recovery window is 3 to 14 weeks.
Is it really?
I'm more concerned about the Eagles' previous first-round draft pick, a wide receiver, who was supposed to come in and go against his quote-unquote bust status, and he fails his conditioning test.
Jalen Rager?
Yeah.
Mintz, hold this car on the road. I gotta go piss.
Okay.
What
I
the
think-
shit?
Oh man.
I mean, your guys' wide receivers always work out. So
Yeah.
Too much. Like, what's,
I think Smitty's handling it better than I thought he was going to.
you know,
All
it's,
seriously.
too much
it's, two,
about it
it's
yet.
2 to 3
Because
weeks.
the second
but
I saw it, I was like, Philly fans are going to lose their mind.
with this training staff, which has been historically dick for the past 4 years since the Super Bowl, it wouldn't surprise me if this slight MCL tear out 2 to 3 weeks turns into a complete amputation out for life.
What is your
At least he's played with Jalen Hurts before, though, so they have a little.
They
have at
were
least some kind of chemistry, right?
Reportedly having a very good camp together.
what are your actual expectations for this year? Actual.
Over under was 6.5, a bumped up to 7. They don't win 4 games.
Wow.
I mean,
3 and
I
14.
like that you're being real because
No,
I could see 5 to 6.
They are, and I explained this on Ronan Mind's podcast, first time, long time, unsanctioned Barstool podcast. You should check it out. There's a lot of ifs on this Eagles team where if you look at each if independently, if the offensive line can stay healthy, they're one of the best in the league. If Jalen Hurts can be an above-average player, borderline Pro Bowler, if the defensive line can be one of the best in the league, if the secondary holds up. If all these ifs come together, they can be an 8-9 win team, like borderline playoffs. But what are the fucking chances of like all 100 things coming together? Because that's what needs to happen for them to be successful and hit the 7 over is every single thing coming together. But if one doesn't, then the whole fucking house of cards collapses.
You're talking about the Eagles. The one thing about that is, though, I think the division they play in is also full of questions. So
It is, but it isn't. I mean, the biggest question about the Cowboys, other than the defense,
Is Dak's health?
Is well, yes.
Shoulders
but
will mess up right
would
now,
have to
too.
be. You have to assume that he's going to be healthy as a coach.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
but other than that, I mean, Giants are
that's
trending
a
up.
big question.
It is, but they're still going to be there and still going to be competitive and still going to win. The Washington football team, I mean, their defense is going to be one of the best in the league this year.
They're going to piss me off. That team's going to piss me off so much because of Ryan Fitzpatrick. I just
And
know they're going to be very average.
You're going to
but
bet
then-
against them, and then they're going to.
Yeah, and it's just,
They're going to go 10-7, 9-8.
yep. And they're just going to upset me the entire. The division is, I mean, obviously it's wide open, but
They're going to sneak in the playoffs and beat
Yep.
somebody.
It's gonna be us and them again with the Cowboys and just how their defense holds up. They're gonna score a shit ton.
Let's get a
It's
couple,
gonna be the division is gonna be like the same as it was last year. Just I think everyone a little bit better.
let's get a couple of calls. Actually, I want to talk to you after I get a call about Quinn Ewers because
Yes,
that is
it's
something.
official.
By the way, Smitty. So what I love, our dozen commissioner Jeff DeLoe has recognized that you guys got cheated last week.
Correct.
You guys, the Uptown Balls, you and Balls and Tommy Smokes.
Smitty smokes balls.
Yeah, you guys.
You like that?
That's a full sentence. So yeah, you guys got cheated last week, so you're getting a new go.
Correct.
And because you got cheated, now you get to play Team Nightmare with Captain Cons and Casey.
Hey, we just play the schedule as it is.
Yeah, none of that cheating bullshit for you guys. Here, play Captain Cons.
what a wild scheduling right there.
Yeah. So how you feel? You record that tonight for tomorrow, right?
We're recording tonight. We feel good. Balls coming off a weekend, which is a little concerning. Our team is dictated by whether or not Glennie has had a nap that day and is refreshed. So we're trying to get him in the green room, maybe for a quick 20 minutes, like have him pass out.
By the way,
He needs a little disco nap.
Balls
Yeah.
had his own beachwear line launch, and he's still just back to wearing tank tops now.
It's Balls, man. What a life he lives. And when you tell him that, he gets mad at you.
I don't think he understands why everybody looks at his life with envy.
Yeah.
I know.
And not only that, he's walking around like the cock of the balls now. He comes over to me, and I'm just like scrolling through Twitter. I'm watching his Paisan video with The Sopranos. And he just comes up. He's like, "You gonna retweet that, bro?" I'm like, Paul, you shaking me down right now for a retweet? He's like, "What? You're not gonna retweet it?" I'm
Shook
like,
me down too.
"I got retweeted now." Yeah. What am I gonna do?
He's out there bullying for the retweet?
Yeah.
I kind of respect that move.
I did too. I
Yeah.
respect his question too. Go watch his video. It's
Mm-hmm.
funny.
Just walking around there, just going to everybody. Hey, how about that retweet?
I'll always retweet
Cock
Balls.
of the balls.
Smitty, do you have any thoughts on the punishment handed out to your competitor in the dozen last week? Did you think that was fair? Or
Like
what-
myself and Big Cat, I believe, are the only two people in the league that voted for no punishment whatsoever.
You're such a
What
such
are
a
you gonna
fucking
do?
prick.
What are you gonna do? Like I wanted
Publicly,
her-
you're like, oh, I don't know if she cheated or not. But behind the scenes, you're just fucking Jeff. You better punish her. You better punish her.
I never
Shit.
said punish. And you want to know why I didn't want her punished? Because I wanted her exposed for exactly what she.
I think everyone wanted to see that.
What she
too.
is.
Like also, I do
Oh,
think
whoa. So
I upset him. I shouldn't have upset Dan.
so Dan's staring you down for the Rizzo shit?
Yeah, I came in hot this morning. I did. This is the first time I'm excited all season about the Yankees, so I came in hot.
That's not true.
No,
You motherfuckers get excited
it's
all the
different
time
this
for the
time.
Yankees. No,
It's
it's
different
not. It's
this
always
time.
different.
This is
Anthony Rizzo is the breath of fresh air
You
that
guys
this
beat
team
the
needed.
fucking Orioles 2
The
games in a row.
energy-
Oh, Yankees are back. Yankees are back. You've been saying it all year.
This is the first sweep we had since the White Sox in like fucking
Boom.
June or something.
Were you excited when you swept the White Sox?
Thought we were
Yeah.
in the World Series.
That was the
yeah.
last time I was
Okay,
actually
all right,
excited.
all
But
right.
then it was awful. But back to that. I kind of agreed with Dave where it was like, even though people hated that episode or whatever, which I don't, whatever, I think people would definitely get more ratings the next time she goes in.
It screwed up Jeff Delo's algorithm, and you don't want to fuck with his YouTube algorithm. But if you really want to get Tristan involved, do what we're going to do tonight. We're going to have her as our sole lifeline because she clearly knows everything.
Wait,
so
Is she allowed to be
any
in
topic
Lifeline?
from college football to American history, hopefully we get another Secretary of State
If
question,
if
we'll
you
call her right up.
If you call it tonight, I'll shit myself.
She's our only lifeline. She knows everything.
So
Why wouldn't we have her as our lifeline?
Let's
just
get
a walking almanac.
Exactly.
Let's get a couple calls.
That's
then
funny.
I will talk
funny.
about Quinn Ewers. Let's go with the boy Mark in Philly. Mark, what's up?
What's up, fellas? I love the Bears over 7.5 wins at plus money on the Barstool Sportsbook. I think all the doom and gloom about Nagy and the Bears is too much. I think it really comes down to how bad Trubisky was and how much of an upgrade Justin Fields will be when he inevitably gets in. And even if he doesn't until later in the season, that means that Dalton will be overperforming and the Bears will be winning. The Bears should get a little slack, in my opinion, because they've won 8, 8, and 12 games in the last 3 years and have been held back heavily by QBs. And there's an extra game this year as well. I don't know if you guys have heard. But with the total at 7.5 and then going over that over the last 3 years and with a potential huge boost in QB play, I love the over because I think Fields is so NFL ready. I'd like to see him play day one, which apparently isn't happening. But I do believe he will get in. David Montgomery took a big step last year. Allen Robinson's a top-tier receiver. The defense should still be solid to very good. I think the Bears compete to make the playoffs, so I love the Bears over 7.5 wins.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Well, that's interesting. That's
Nope.
interesting. I know I will disagree with him on one thing. I don't know that you can count on Justin Fields being NFL ready this year or making a difference this year. Well, down the road, yeah, maybe. But I really think there were enough holes in this game at Ohio State. There's enough problems, or at least issues, that I don't know that guy walks in as a good NFL starter from year one. I think he needs a year.
And just assuming that.
Yeah.
Like, Trubisky was bad. Granted, I think that was more Nagy than Trubisky personally, but just to assume that Justin Fields is going to come in and just automatically be a solid QB.
What do you think? I
Big
mean, you're
F.
an Ohio State guy.
No matter what I say, it's going to be, oh, he's biased. Oh, he's just sucking the Ohio State dick.
Well,
I think he's better than Trubisky.
I think that's accurate. Yeah.
But I think he's.
You
Think he
can't say
can
that
be
yet.
better than Trubisky, but rookie year?
No, I
You don't
agree.
know what he's
I would
gonna do.
imagine it would be normal for him to have some growing pains.
Does this guy walk into the door able to win NFL football games because of how good he is?
I think so.
No.
Like I said, I
don't
but
think
you,
so.
I
That's,
don't think so.
you asked me, but then I say I think so, and you're
can
like,
he get-
no, you fucking idiot.
Can he progress to his third and fourth options in the passing game?
He was
quick
the
enough for NFL.
by PFF. He was the best at it in college football.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
Everyone tried to point the finger. He can't read defenses. It's all just talk
never
from
really had to. I
from
mean,
Dan Orlovsky's ass, just pulling shit out of their ass. They don't know what the fuck they're talking
Olave's
about.
always open. Garrett Wilson always open. Like, he had the best receivers outside of Alabama in college football last year.
So did Joe Burrow the year before. He still looked great in the NFL.
Yeah, no, you're.
The team was bad, but he had literally all first-round receivers.
Well, I don't think Justin Fields ever had the year that Joe Burrow had in college.
40 touchdowns, one pick, pretty good.
It was 50
I
and
think
3.
Burrow had like 60.
Okay.
They were regular season I was talking, but yes.
I mean, he's going to be a good quarterback. I like him. I don't know that he walks in there and is a difference maker in year one. That's all. I think that's a fair take.
I think it's very fair. I mean, you just know who Trevor Lawrence is. That's like it. I think that you can
We'll see.
confidently say that.
But
no?
even so, it's Trevor Lawrence walking into that team and winning
No.
them the over.
But I do think that he can
I actually
make.
think he is.
I actually think he's going to make that
Yeah.
make of a difference. I do think like he is going to make that difference. Like fucking Wilson, we have no idea.
Okay, so here's the
Urban
thing.
Meyer's coaching him too.
Now-
I got faith in him.
I just realized something about Mark and Philly. Mark and Philly likes rookie quarterbacks. Mark and Philly called in last week. His over was Jags over 7.
Yep.
Now this week it's Bears.
The Jags are 7?
6.5.
They're giving Lawrence
at plus 110.
It's because they're giving Lawrence respect. They're giving him respect.
That's
And
a
Urban,
lot.
I guess.
Yeah, but who's playing defense?
Yeah, they also won.
I hear
they
you.
won one
Who's
game
catching
last
the
year.
ball?
They won
Yeah.
one game. Well, they got good
they got some
receivers.
receivers.
Fields isn't going to even start first game, right?
No, we don't know when he's going to
No,
start.
he
That's what I'm
should
saying.
though.
He's not. I know he should, but he's not going to.
No,
Those fucking Bears, they'll ruin him.
Who is Jacksonville's receivers? Clark?
DJ Shark, Chenault from
Shark.
Colorado. They still have Keenan Cole, I think.
I mean, we're not talking,
I like DJ Shark though.
Tampa Bay wide receivers.
No, I don't think you are, but I think you're talking better than a one-win team. I think you're.
Agreed.
Yeah.
6.5 is.
The Colts, Wentz being out could help them. Texans are going to be horrible.
Texans.
That could be 4 wins right there.
Texans are really bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Is he
Okay.
the quarterback?
Who?
Watson.
He's out there practicing.
He's
isn't he?
playing
He's
safety.
playing QB4 and scout team safety.
I respect
what is-
the fuck out of that he's still going out there and doing that. I
Well,
mean, I
is
guess
he-
if he's not
Is
going
there
to get
tape
paid.
of him legitimately playing safety?
No, he's standing out there.
Because I'm saying, I was like, this guy is not going to be out here making hits. He's not lowering the shoulder.
All right, a couple of college football win totals. Let's go with Jake. College football win total.
It's Wednesday.
Hey, thanks for having me on. I wanted to look at Stanford over 4. I just feel like they're such a well-oiled machine. Shaw's a great coach. I just see them pushing very worst-case scenario.
How long does David Shaw get to be called a great coach without actually proving to be a great coach?
I was kind of just thinking that when he said it.
All I know is no one likes to punt on 4th and 1 at the opponent's 34-yard line more than that man.
I mean, David Shaw has been living off the carcass of what Jim Harbaugh
Yep.
made Stanford football for almost a decade now.
Yeah, close.
Like I don't. 4 seems like a low number, so I'll agree with you there. I don't hate that take, but when you followed up with David Shaw as a great coach, he is the very opposite of a
I
great
think
coach.
great is strong for sure. I would say like a decent coach at best right now. If he can turn things around, I would say he's a good coach.
But Jake, you got any reason for that over other than that?
I just think the Pac-12, like all these teams drop games they should win. It's that type of conference. And I get what you're saying. He hasn't won a big game in quite some time, but I just eye that number simply because, as you were stating, it's so low. It just seems like it will get there some way. I mean, Vanderbilt, they got to win that game, right? And then K-State, you can't trust those guys after that TikTok. But I had a quick question for Big Ev as well, just kind of curious. Let's say Ohio State minus 10.5 playing Oregon. Obviously, Ohio State has home field advantage. That's going to be a 9 a.m. kickoff for the Ducks. I imagine Ohio State might kill them. It might be pretty bad for my Ducks.
We plan on it.
I think that's another good.
You're definitely
another
planning
good
on it.
pick.
I don't think you've asked him a question yet.
I think he's
Well,
just
that
worried.
9 a.m.
He's
that
worried about 9 a.m.
kickoff time. Yeah, it's insane. It's like the best game of the weekend, and it's at 9 a.m. or whatever, noon over there.
If I was flying from Oregon to Columbus, Ohio to play Ohio State in a game of football, I'd be more worried about the guys in the field and the clock, but I agree.
No, I think you're wrong.
No, I think it's fair. I think it's fair. I think it's fair.
Thank you,
Number
Jake. That's week 2. I don't think that's the best game of the weekend, but it's a good one. That's week 2 is loaded. Week 1 is loaded. Shout out to the Big Ten, by the way. The Big Ten's giving us incredible week 1 games. Yes, Smitty.
Quick college football question for the
Yeah.
experts. How's UCLA looking this year with Chip Kelly?
I like them.
I like the quarterback
I
should
like
be really
them.
good.
DTR is good. They bring back a lot. I think they got 18 starters
Because
back.
they started playing better second half last
Right,
year,
and they open with LSU.
Well,
which
they
is
open with Hawaii because they
that's
get
true.
that helps them having that week 1.
And then week 1 they have LSU, and I think they're going to beat them. So we'll see. This is the year, though. It's nut cutting time
Chip
for
Kelly
Chip Kelly.
back?
Yeah.
It's nut cutting time
Okay.
for Chip Kelly. If he doesn't win 9 or 10, when's it ever going to happen for him out there? So, and the caller was like talking about the Pac-12. I think the Pac-12 is going to be really good this year.
I'm looking at the Stanford schedule. It looks pretty tough.
Washington is going to be very good. Oregon's going to be very good. USC is going to be really good. Arizona State's going to be really good. And that's not counting the consistent teams like Utah, who's always really good. I think the Pac-12 will be a very good conference.
It's even out of conference, they're playing Kansas State and Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's not
And
easy.
Vanderbilt.
Yes.
we got 2 more.
Oh, we have 2 more
Yeah,
ads?
yes.
Well, why didn't you tell me that?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it. I'm sorry. Tune in to go bowling at the Glen this Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern on NBC Sports Network. It's road course week for NASCAR as they return to the iconic Watkins Glen International. This week, drivers turn both left and right as they attempt to navigate the twists and turns of the legendary 2.45-mile road course. And the Barstool Sportsbook is offering exclusive bets for you to get in on all the action and win big. We'll have some picks out later this week for this race. Stay tuned for our picks later this week, and be sure to tune in to go bowling at the Glen this Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern on NBC Sports Network. 3 p.m. Eastern, NBC Sports Network on Sunday. NASCAR at the Watkins Glen Road Course.
All right, you want to hammer some calls? You want to do picks? What do you want to do?
Let's do picks.
You want to do picks? All right, let's do picks.
Focusing on the calls.
Well, I do want to get as many calls as we can so we keep the call network strong.
Let's get our picks out.
We love our chat boys. We love our call boys. So
Shout out the chat boys.
Shout out
chat boys. All right, who wants to start us? We got a new. Well,
we gotta give them a name.
Big F just won the month. Who?
The chat boys.
We have. It's the chat boys.
That's not.
You don't like the BOYC?
I'm sorry. You weren't here when we named the chat boys. This is the chat boys.
All right. I
apologize. That picture's fantastic.
Yeah, look a little bit like Van Vader a little bit here.
Well, I was told that's the body of the Big Show.
That's the Big Show. Yeah.
Big Show. Okay.
That's made the Big Show.
You were told that was that's definitely the Big Show.
Still haven't been congratulated. It's fine.
Congratulations, Big F.
Thank you.
But although for a winning total, 29-27 and up 4 units, that's really on us. Not
well, you could put the caption in where I'm the best gambler the entire month, where I'm up over 30 units from May 1st.
Your picks for today?
And you only won 1 month? That's tough.
Yeah. Same amount as you.
Yeah, I know.
Brutal. Like that's plus. Like, how good does that sound? Plus 30.93 units since May 1st. Positive the entire time.
Say your goddamn picks, man.
Incredible.
No one's gonna answer you.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm just Mr. Every time someone wins, I'm like, congrats.
I'm skipping you.
Guy,
I'm skipping
better
you.
Man.
You don't say your picks.
Skip me. I don't give a fuck. You know, you can have my. I'll go last. I'm the closer.
No, you're not going last.
I'm the best gambler on the show. I'm the closer. If you want my picks, you can get them at the end.
My sport's coming next month.
It honestly only matters now. Like, you got nothing for that one. Now it's $500.
I mean, you didn't get nothing either.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Nope.
It matters now.
Might have to hit up Jay Toronto for a straight plaque.
Just for yourself.
I'll be like, let me get a plaque for July.
Do you not have your picks?
I told you no. I just put my line in the sand. No. You can go first.
Why are there lines in the sand all of a sudden?
Because I just decided that in a moment of passion.
Marty.
I have the let me tell you, today is a juice bag a day. Like, if you take straight money lines.
I agree.
I got Philly money line. Yeah, well, what? Yankees -1.5 because they are just the best. And the Giants -1.5. Just ride the Cubs right now. Just riding the Cubs.
It's just all the expatriate Cubs just going after him.
But like everything's
it is crazy. All three of them homered though, right?
Insane. And Hank said it over there. It's like that's just not like they came like, oh, it's the first time ever they've home run. Like 3 teammates have homered on their other team. It's like that because it's never ever happened.
Yeah, how many?
Like
how
3
often
players have not been fucking traded and all made their debut the next day.
Ben Mintz, go.
All right, we got 4 picks today. It is a juice bag kind of day. I'm taking the Blue Jays laying the 1.5, the Mets laying 1.5. I've got the Nats. I'm fading y'all on that one as a slight underdog. And I've got the Rangers money line. Okay, it's out at +114 now. It wasn't out earlier. My 4 picks.
But everything's like 180, 210.
Yeah, a lot of big favorites today.
Yeah, I had to add one that's not going to be on my graphic because I realized I didn't have 3. So to qualify for today, I had to add one. Phillies money line. I agree with Marty there. Mets Marlins under. I love Luzardo. I always liked to bet unders with him when he was pitching at Oakland. And then I also have Rays -1.5 against the Mariners. Rays -1.5. I added that to make sure I get street legal here. And so
Wait.
I know that Wednesday is Win Total Wednesday, but I spent all weekend studying college football and memorizing rosters and memorizing trends and everything. And it just stuck out to me like a sore thumb. I'm going to go ahead and give it today. I'll have another one on Wednesday. Northwestern under 6. I can.
What the fuck?
I can. I can. It's legal. I can. You can too if you'd like.
We can't
So
just
what
have
does
win
that?
total
Yeah,
Wednesdays.
what does that count for? Does that retroactively come
I
back?
think
to
win,
this
win
we have
month?
no
totals are their
idea.
own.
Yeah, they're
should
their
be their
own
own
animal.
entity.
They're their own animal.
That's just going to be like a pat on the back. You got all these right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I got to write all these down too because I'm up to like 7 or 8 now. But Northwestern, real quick, they were 3-9 2 years ago. Last year, a little fluky. They had a good defense. They only got 4 starters back on defense and on offense. They're the least experienced team in a very experienced conference and division, and it's coming back to them. They got a decently tough schedule. Northwestern, and they're trying the transfer quarterback thing for the 3rd year in a row. It didn't work in year 1. Hunter Johnson, they went 3-9. It worked last year with Peyton Ramsey. Ryan Helinski from South Carolina. We'll see if it works this year. Northwestern under 6 wins over there in the Big Ten. Anybody? All right, Smitty.
Yes, for my first 3 picks for this month. Thank you very much, Marty Mush, for the inclusion. Phillies. You guys are you puss magnets, or the opposite. -1.5. You're going money line. Phillies bats are
Puss
back.
magnets?
Yeah, well, the opposite of puss magnets.
I would say you're just saying we just get a lot of
appreciate
pussy.
You're
you,
saying
my
we're
guy.
pussies.
No, the opposite.
No, that
What's an antonym of the magnet? The
Pussy
Of a
repellent.
pussy magnet? Ben Mintz.
Repellent.
That's just mean. Pussy repellent. Yeah.
Oh, pussy repellent. That's
Minty, Minty,
Straight
you
up
like
pussy
that one.
repellent. Phillies -1.5. I don't know why you're choosing money line when it's -1.5 plus 128, and also the Phillies bats officially back, kind of, and the over.
Sorry we didn't bet on your team strong enough, Smitty.
We bet on him. He's still getting mad at us.
Over 8.5. Ranger Suarez is pitching tonight. He's from the bullpen, going to be a starter. Probably pitch a good 3 innings and then fall apart. The Nationals are a minor league team. And second pick, I don't know where they're at. Do the Braves play tonight? They're not on the book yet.
There's not a lot of games tonight.
Okay, the Braves might not play
Small
tonight,
slate.
but
Travel day.
they have a Major League Baseball record where they've alternated wins and losses, I think 18 times since the All-Star break.
Yeah, they can't.
So-
yeah.
don't
They've
play
been
with
allergic to 500 this year
Exactly.
as well.
So I will not take them. I will take the Mets money line. They beat the Marlins because the Phillies are going to win, so obviously they can't.
Yeah. Correct.
They
yes.
can't space out.
Did
So
I get
Mets,
your picks? Did I skip you,
Phillies.
Ben?
You got me
Oh.
already.
I got you. All right, and do we have Rico's picks?
Oh, while Kelly's saying September to January, she doesn't look like she wants in on August.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that would just
that's
pick
pretty
him.
rough. That's
That might have to be like you're just out.
I
I'm
don't know
interested.
whether I love that or hate that because she's either sandbagging or.
She said she doesn't like picking
Well, she doesn't
baseball.
pick baseball.
She doesn't pick baseball. is
She
what
said
she
that.
said.
when
I
she
hate
was
picking
there.
But it's like
Baseball,
free.
too.
But it's free money. Let's kind of throw it out there.
What's free
what's
money?
500 to her though. I feel like
I
she's
don't know.
Oh,
doing
that's.
better.
Oh, I thought you said. I thought you said baseball is free money. I go, what,
No,
what picks
it's
have
not
you
free
been-
money, but
was
her
about
not
to-
knowing
500,
it.
she's not risking anything for the 500.
Exactly, and her not knowing it, which means
mean,
she's automatically going to win.
She wanted to retire and buy a house. I don't think.
Yeah, she's talking about buying
$500
real
is-
estate across the country. $500 to her apparently.
Me
is
and Big
nothing.
Ev are like $500.
I'm like, yo.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
oh,
Go.
you too.
Yeah,
me too.
Mincy too. Like, oh my god.
White Sox Dave just said he could win bronze medal in every single Olympic event if he was given 4 years to train. This needs to be addressed. Yeah,
I
White
mean,
Sox
that-
Dave's a goddamn idiot. Addressed.
I mean, that's like I say some outlandish shit. That's crazy. Like I know and like he couldn't.
What would be the
even
funniest thing to put him in and make him
water polo.
trying to turn him into a weightlifter?
You know, I don't want to say this out loud, but I'm going to.
You have a mic in front of you. So.
The stuff. So my wife is a veterinarian. She's awesome. She helps out anybody, whoever like in the office, whoever has like a dog issue.
Beautiful.
Like she gets calls, and the stuff White Sox Dave will call about for his dog is the most
outrageous.
common sense.
Give me an example.
Biblical bullshit. Well, here's maybe not a biblical example, but the dog likes to eat dead squirrels. So, it's
Father
like,
like
just
son.
like allowed it. Yeah, just retrieving the meal for the night, I guess. And so whole text is like, got a dead squirrel in the mouth. I didn't catch it in time. Like,
catch something in my
what do I do? And my wife's just like, well, what the, like, nothing you can do. Be a better fucking owner, Dave.
All right, man, sit that last one.
Paint your life. Get a professional hand-painted portrait created from any photo at a truly affordable price. Choose from a team of world-class artists and work with them until every detail is perfect. It's a user-friendly platform that lets you order a custom-made hand-painted portrait in less than 5 minutes. A quick and easy process. Get a hand-painted portrait in about 3 weeks. You can send any picture, yourself, your children, family, a special place, or a cherished pet, or even combine all your photos into one painting. It makes the perfect birthday, anniversary, or wedding gift. At paintyourlife.com, there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now is a limited time offer. Get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get this special offer, text the word Central to 64,000. That's Central to 64,000. Text Central to 64,000. Paint your life and celebrate the moments that matter most.
Big Av, you have kept us all waiting with bated breath. What are your picks?
No drum roll.
Who the fuck are you all of a sudden? All right, go ahead.
All right, so Day, we got Blue Jays over 5.5. Too juicy for me. Didn't like even the run line. I think it was minus 150. I'm on the Nationals plus 105 money line and the Rays Mariners over 8.5.
Okay, fair enough. Did you just make those picks? Why did you make us wait?
No, I was just annoyed that the way I was being treated.
Second Rico over here.
Stop.
Okay, so let's get a couple calls. We'll end the show with calls. Is there anything we haven't talked about? Let's see. We didn't talk about Kawhi being a free agent. Chris Paul.
That's just a sign of a bigger contract, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Kyle Lowry to the Heat, perhaps. Kumar Rocker. Kumar Rocker not going to the Mets.
That's crazy.
And they're saying he's just going to he's not going back to Vandy. He's just going to rehab.
Mississippi State broke Kumar Rocker.
So he refused to have a pre-draft MRI.
Yeah, fucking Tim Corbin at Vanderbilt ruined his arm. They pitched him 120 pitches there in March, like every week.
So from his and his team's standpoint, what were they thinking? Were they thinking they were just like get an organization that like won't give him the MRI?
What he's saying is that other ones have cleared him, and that just the Mets are not.
So the only team that went out of the way to draft him, top 10.
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying what I read was that it was a discrepancy between the Mets doctors and then I guess whatever doctors he had used previously. I'm not sure where that's going to fall on him signing with other teams or not. I don't know. That's what they're saying.
How much
There's
money
a reason
would
he
they
got
owe?
to the Mets at 10. Huh?
How much money would they have to give him?
He wanted $6 million. Slot value, I think, is 4.5. Yeah, 4.5.
So they're just basically saying we don't want to pay you 4.5 and wait for you to get surgery.
I think he said yesterday they didn't make an offer at all.
No, they wouldn't clear him. Their doctors would not clear him.
No, I know, but
like,
I'm thinking in their minds is like we're not going to just pay him any amount of money to wait, even though like I feel like they'd have to wait anyway. They'd be in the minors for a little bit.
Well, I feel like Tommy John surgery isn't as feared as it once was.
No.
Tommy John surgery, and if that's what he needs, I feel like.
Oh, I thought it was a shoulder.
No, I
don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Okay. Whatever, if surgery or rehab, whatever. I feel like teams wait on prospects all the time, so they must have seen something bad.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I feel like it's almost something more like chronic. Like they're saying, like long term, this is bad.
Had to because Jameson Tylen's got Tommy John twice, and he's pitching fine now.
You come back stronger from Tommy John than you pitched before.
Gunnar Hoglund had it, and he still went 18th overall to the Blue Jays in this exact draft.
Yeah, because you're going to wait for him
again for a year.
You're going to wait for him anyway. Just fucking do it.
I don't love, but I mean, it's the prototypical Mets thing for a draft pick to be taken like this that is so highly publicized and get the fan base like riled up over a draft pick that isn't number 1 overall, and then you just don't even sign him.
That is funny.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, there's probably like we said, he didn't want the MRI before the draft, but I mean, they were talking about him being like a top 2-3 pick, and then he slid to 10. Maybe there's something more to that.
Well, it's because if you don't watch college baseball, you knew about Kumar Rocker, and then the Mets guy was like, holy shit, we finally got someone.
He fell in our laps at 10.
You could see it over the course of the baseball season. Like in April and May, he was topping out 96, 97, and he had the breaking ball. And when they played in the national championship game against Mississippi State, he was topping out 93, 92, 93. Still a good pitcher, but not.
They overwork him this year?
I think they did, yeah. They Tim Corbin was pitching him a lot, especially in March in the cold months. He was pitching him 100 pitches a weekend.
He was into light in that the game later. He threw like almost 130.
Yeah,
he was like up in the deep mid 120s, late 120s.
Leiter's going to be unbelievable.
And last thing right here, Quinn Ewers. 5-star quarterback who is the highest rated quarterback recruit since Vince Young in any ratings, and he's the highest in the 24/7 in history, is not going to play his senior year of football at South Lake Carroll in Texas. He's going to go straight to Ohio State. I think, Big Ev, what do you think here? I mean,
we talked about the day that it was the rumor started.
CJ Stroud's got to be looking over his shoulder.
No, for sure. I mean, no, you kind of said it. I was more just about him like taking Stroud's job. Listen, I just want the best guy to play. I was excited about Stroud because I believe in him, and I think he could be a really good quarterback. But, I mean, if this guy comes in, he's the best guy. I mean, I have no qualms with him starting this season.
If he's not the best guy this year, like Quinn Ewers, if he's not the best guy this year, it's all, every time C.J. Stroud messes up at all, the fan base is going to want Quinn Ewers.
We are because
mega
the
recruits.
crazy like we already have this kid Kyle McCord that I think a little bit was going to be over his shoulder. So now just another guy thrown in is definitely it's crazy. A lot of talent in the quarterback room. Somebody's going to end up leaving. A couple probably.
Yeah, what's the appeal to Ohio State with just like absolute stud quarterbacks? Like I know, like, you know, they're power school or whatever,
Yeah.
but I mean,
It's not like they have a history of putting great ones in the NFL.
exactly.
Yeah.
Also, shout out Dariq Whitehead. Coach K
I mean,
leaves.
the last two went in the first round.
You haven't signed him yet. He just committed.
Yeah, but
Commit.
But we've changed the offense completely.
He turned down $500,000 in the
one
G
of them's
League.
Dwayne Haskins. Is he in the league still?
What did he get from
He's on the
Duke?
Steelers.
Probably a lot more.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow. Yak is up next.